Hello, so this week we are looking at receiving, and I'm going to show you two different ways to receive. There is the slower, longer way and the shorter, faster way. When we look at ConnectWise receiving, we're in the procurement purchasing model. And anytime you create a purchase order, you're doing so from the purchasing screen. So you're creating those POs. Your open POs are all going to be sitting under the purchase order section. And this is where you can start to receive products. Most of my clients go to procurement purchase orders and they start their receiving process by taking the piece of hardware or the product that's come in. They look at the PO number. So let's say it's 14. Click on the PO number, and that's going to open up the PO. Then they go to the Products tab, look at the product, and in this case, it's a subcontractor. It could be a piece of hardware. They select the item and go to Actions, Receive Products. So that process again is to go to Procurement, Purchase Orders, and go into the actual PO number. Let's say it's 23. They click on the product tab, and again, it's a subcontractor, but they go here and they receive the product. Now, this is a lot of clicks for just receiving, and if you wanted to receive multiple products, if you had multiple POs, it does take quite a bit of time. Whenever I train, I recommend that everyone is receiving or your warehouse is receiving at any time whenever products are coming in. There should never be something sitting for more than 24 hours waiting to be received. And most of the time, I would say receiving is a priority right up there with shipping things out the door. So receiving should be done on a daily basis. Now we're going to do it the fast way, which is to leverage the receiving screen. So I'm going to go to procurement, and I'm not going to go to purchasing or purchase orders. I'll click on receiving. And this is going to give me a different view. It's a line level list of all the products that need to be received within my environment. I also have this PO number column, and I want this PO number column all the way to the left. If you can't see that PO number column, go into your little gear, find the column, and move it into the visible column section. Once you've done that, you're going to have to hit OK. Then you're going to be able to move that into your view. Now, if I had a number of different products and they were all in separate boxes, I could start to filter down and receive line by line across multiple POs. I'm going to bring the product ID over to show you this in more detail. Let's say the first PO, I pick up something and it says PO number 18. I'm going to type in 18 and hit enter. And I can see here that this piece of inventory is in my hand, ready to be received. I can click and go actions, receive product, done. Lots of fewer clicks, not as many clicks at all. And then I can just backspace on my PO number, hit enter again. Let's say my next PO is number 16. Okay, I've entered 16. I can see there's one product there. I can scroll across and see the purchase quantity. So I'll validate that the quantity matches, and I can see all this information in regards to receiving. It's a much faster way to receive through the receiving screen than it is through the purchase order screen. It can also help to prevent mistakes. So if there's multiple products on different POs and you want to make sure that you put the product ID in first, you could double check that the open PO is the one that you have in your hand. And it's just a good practice to go through the receiving screen and take a look and see if there's any really old items in here. What I love is the PO status, and you can see what status the purchase order is under. If it's a closed purchase order and there's something that is showing that needs to be received on it, that's something you would probably want to clean up and double check, because we wouldn't expect to still have open products on a closed PO. Let me know if you have any other procurement questions. I'm always more than happy to talk about procurement or any module you're having trouble with in ConnectWise.